Hello, everybody.
Welcome back to Mondays Are For the Nerds. I'm your co-host, Jay Wright.
I'm your other co-host, Tristan Stump.
We thank you for joining us as we try to momentarily get back on weekly episodes.
Yep.
Summer's really busy with movies and video games, so we figured we'd get try to get some weekly episodes under our belt, so we're not bogged down, so we don't maybe hit you with 2-hour episodes for monthly during the summer. No. I didn't do much in the week because I was working.
Let's see. Small talk I have. I did get Tomadachi Life.
Yes.
Jay has just seen my island.
Yes.
Things are progressing. I'm at like level 15 with trying to think how many villagers I have.
I'm about to start a plan with your sister. That was something I'd planned in high school. Burrowing underground, stealing resources.
Like 11 or 12.
12 people
on the island right now.
Nice.
I'm slowly adding. Once I get through my initial set of people, I am going to start adding fictional characters, celebrities. Yeah. But I kind of the great thing is it doesn't get too weird. Because you can set people as they're siblings or something.
Yeah.
So and then even
down
if
that path.
And even if someone gets a crush on someone that in real life you're like, oh, that's weird, you can just say no, you're not.
Yeah.
You're getting your feelings wrong, and they're like,
exactly.
Oh, okay, and then they just move on.
Turn around.
Life. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But no, it's been great. Just goofy game.
Yeah.
It's as funny and fun as you've been seeing it online.
Yeah. Between you and Trey.
Yeah. It's. But yeah, I played that, and then I played another game for an hour today that we will talk about later. It was released this week.
I think I know which one it is. We'll get there
because it's on my screen, but.
It is that, but that's not because I realized it. It is that one.
But anyway, so what else did I do this week? I think that's pretty much my small talk. I played Tomadachi Life. Yeah.
Work.
The
general stuff.
Yep. Read all my comics, so I have no other comics to read for a good bit until I can go on another trip or order some more
to
online.
Get more.
Yeah.
I did. I watched a couple movies, streaming stuff. I'm trying to catch up because I'm so far behind on my resolution this year of watching 400 new movies.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 28 days behind to be one a day. But I watched Apex. I watched Balls Up, which was hilarious. I did start reading at school, and now Back to You, which is a book that Allie from the pod recommended me, and when she told me about it, it gave me vibes of You Got Mail, and then I looked at the actual website, and it said it in another book of the same author are in the category of inspired by 90s rom-com, specifically Nora Ephron, which I'm okay, that's You've Got Mail, and it's about this this guy who does weather on the radio, and a girl who does weather on TV, and they both don't like each other, but they're forced to cover a snowstorm together. So that's why I'm it looks like You Got Mail. I've read a little bit of it so far. I'm really liking it. But between that and work, it's about all I did, really. I didn't really have much time for video games. Mouse PI for hire. Should I get my releases?
Yeah, I guess.
We don't have a month of small talk.
We don't have a month of small. I mean, our small talk, even when we went weekly, usually went 15 minutes. But that was, I don't know. There was something about this week. Even my news, I was oh, we're going weekly again. It's going to be a short episode on my part.
I have a whopping 7 pages, and that's overflow of one thing.
I'm at 4.
Yeah. So there's not much. Of course, it'll pick up.
Yeah, it's going to pick up soon.
Yeah.
I promise. At least for Jay, May is probably going to pick up. June is when it's going to get nuts for me.
And then July is going to be...
Gamescom, I think, is going on right now, but there's...
a Freudian slip. Jamescom?
Yeah. Gamescom is going on right now, I think, or soon. Mm-hmm. But I've not seen any announcements or anything, so maybe it's not Gamescom that I saw. But
and then Summer Games Fest, middle of June?
Summer Games Fest
Odyssey is too.
Yeah, Summer Games Fest, middle of June. So we'll see what gets announced there. Yeah. But then also this month, you guys are probably going to see at least 2 Let's Plays from us.
Yes.
We would like to consistently get Let's Plays out. We have a
we have a bit of a backlog, but these 2 we're going to push.
These 2 are going to be in front of the backlog.
Yeah. And by these 2, we mean 2 games. They'll cover multiple videos, but
yeah.
Well,
they'll at least get 2 episodes each.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So
yeah. It's not going to be
But yeah, I guess getting to your releases.
Which again, there's like 7 total. In movies this week in theaters, Animal Farm released on Friday, May 1st. I don't have the synopsis down for that because anyone who reads Animal Farm, this is basically a quote-unquote adaptation of it. I'll be seeing it and the next one after we're done recording today. Heard not good things about it based on the trailers. It doesn't look good, but I like Animal Farm from reading it in high school.
Well, I like
Andy Serkis.
The initial introduction, and then I saw an interview with Andy Serkis saying that like the movie is in the shape it's in because of like corporate meddling and stuff.
Yeah,
but
and also he said they don't want to make it like so dragged down for kids, and I'm like,
yeah.
It's Animal
But
Farm.
here's the thing: you should not be making a children's book adaptation of Animal Farm.
If it's George Orwell dystopian novel.
Yeah. George Orwell's, statement on Marxism and socialism and capitalism and oligarchies and just all these things that, we need to dumb it down for kids. It's just imagine like Schoolhouse Rock songs.
Oh no! I'm just a bill. That's all I can say.
But
if I hear that now.
I don't know. To me, it's just like, we should make a children's movie out of Watership Down because it's got animals in it. Like,
that's true. Oh my goodness.
Oh man, I cannot wait for next year for Walt Disney's 1984.
This opens the door for so many things that should not be kids' movies are going to be made.
The high school advanced lit class cinematic universe is happening next year.
Catcher in the Rye.
Oh Lord, Catcher in the Rye, starring Ben Schwartz and Andy Samberg.
Lord of the Flies, but it's just a Bug's Life. And it's all flies. The Help.
Oh, actually, I think Lord of the Flies, but with bugs would actually that
it would work.
You could work with that.
That is true.
Spoiler alert for like a however many year old book, but you could actually show Piggy's death on screen with that.
That is true. Speaking of which, the show comes out on Netflix. Monday.
That's
the 4-episode BBC event.
My fiance's sister was actually reading Lord of the Flies recently, and I was like, "So, have you gotten to certain parts?" Like, I wasn't wanting to give her spoilers because, and she's like, "No, but I think someone's gonna die." And I'm like,
I'm so glad I read that in high school and not knowing what was going to happen.
I'm so glad I read that with the class I had because we had a group chat where we made memes.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I could find those old memes somewhere. Anyway.
Let me tell you, I had the class with Hayden.
Oh, okay.
And there was like 12 of us in the class, so we were able to like goof off a little bit. And Jet. So the 3 of us. Anyway, enough about Animal Farm that we haven't seen. The Devil Wears Prada 2 also came out. Miranda Priestley struggles against Emily Charlton, her former assistant turned rival executive, as they compete for advertising revenue and declining print media, while Miranda nears retirement. I will also be seeing that tonight. I'm very excited for that. I just watched the first one for the first time like 2 weeks ago. Deep Water, released, follows an eclectic group of international passengers en route from Los Angeles to Shanghai. When the plane is forced into an emergency water landing, the terrified survivors must work together to escape their sinking wreckage and evade a frenzy of sharks. Hokum came out when novelist Om Bauman retreats to a remote inn to scatter his parents' ashes. He's consumed by tales of a witch that haunts the honeymoon suite. Soon, disturbing visions and a shocking disappearance from him force to confront dark corners of his past. Trey and my friend John saw this Thursday, and they said they really liked it. And then on streaming side of things, Swapped came out on Netflix. A small woodland creature and a majestic bird, 2 natural sworn enemies of the valley, magically trade places and set off on an adventure of a lifetime. I did watch this yesterday. It's really good. I saw people say they don't like the Skydance animation, and I literally saw someone say it looks store brand like DreamWorks. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this looks beautiful. I don't know what you're talking about.
Skydance's visuals are beautiful.
It looked amazing. I didn't get any.
I can understand people's distaste towards Skydance.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, you don't blame that on the artists.
Yeah. I'm like, there's like, they're calling it like a Hoppers ripoff, and I'm like, I can see that, but no.
No, because
It's
not
just because
about
it's Freaky Friday.
Anytime it's more of a Freaky
anytime
Friday.
you swap brains. But it's like really good, and there's like a big twist in it that I'm like, I did not see this coming, and I thought it was well done.
And I like that they made up animals for it.
Yes. Puku, did you watch it?
I haven't.
Oh, it's
but just
good.
from the trailer, I was like, hey, this is, a great way to do this kind of story with like animals, like with fake animals, because then you're not going into question like, kind of like same thing. I mean, not to compare it because of but Hopper's did the real life animals coexisting great.
Yeah. Because it's like the water.
It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to eat each other. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Whereas this one gets to avoid that question with a Freaky Friday story because
it's
fake animals.
Yeah.
So
I was also giving more the Wild Robot vibes, but how like beautiful it looked.
I have yet to watch Wild Robot.
You haven't seen the Wild Robot?
I haven't seen it yet. I know, crazy, because wasn't I like, oh, it just got on Paramount or Peacock, and we watch it. Have not.
That was months ago.
I know,
dude. Low-key upset.
I'm disappointed in myself too.
You need to watch it like tonight. It is so good. You're gonna cry. No, SWAT was good. It's better than I've seen people say it is. And then on TV, Thursday, April 30th, Man on Fire Season 1 dropped on Netflix. And that is all of my releases for this week.
My releases this week, we've got on, and some of this is retread from last week's episode because we didn't know we were going weekly until like this week.
Yeah.
But April 27th, we had Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth on PC and Switch 1 and 2 from Hyper Games and Kakehashi Games. From the creators of Snufkin Melody of Moomin Valley comes a heartwarming new adventure inspired by the beloved Moomin stories by Tove Johnson. Tove Johnson is probably how you're supposed to say that, not Tove. This time in Moomin Troll, join Moomin Troll himself on a charming but cold winter journey. On April 28th, Aphelion, released on PC, PS5, and Xbox from Don't Nod, in all caps, so I typed it in all caps. Hunted on a frozen planet, astronaut Ariane must brave rugged landscapes and shifting realities to rescue her wounded partner, Thomas. This action-packed sci-fi adventure blends exploration, traversal, and intense stealth gameplay. Diablo IV Lord of Hatred DLC did release, and Far Far West released on PC from devs Evil Raptor and publisher Fireshine Games. Yeehaw, cowboys. Team up in this chaotic 1 to 4 player co-op shooter. Journey to the far, far west to blast monsters, sling spells, and complete missions, and collect bounties. Work as a team to get in, get paid, and get out. Mostly alive.
I feel like I love that. Legit.
It's another like one of those buddy games that's kind of like the trend to make right now. Elementalis, released on all major platforms from devs NK Games and publisher Top Hat Studios. Top-down action-adventure with elemental magic gameplay. Guided by guilt, you embark on a journey to restore the elements in a dying world. Harness and master elemental powers to fight enemies, solve puzzles, and explore a vast world filled with ancient temples. Lunch Break Tactics, released on PC from Borealis Games and Vasu Games. Lunch Break Tactics is a strategic auto-battler card game set in a chaotic supermarket backstore. Draft cards, min-max your squad, build ridiculous synergies, then battle players asynchronously. Play your way to climb the ranks with quick runs, no timer, limitless combos, and endless game replay. The Last Gas Station, released on PC from Allawar. In a world where electric cars reign supreme, you are now the owner of an old gas station out in the wilderness. Establish trade, develop your business, and uncover the secret to this strange place in a compact gas station simulator. I'm conflicted on that one.
It sounds like intriguing.
It sounds intriguing. The art's like this beautiful pixel art thing. You're playing as like a red panda, I think is the character you play as that runs the gas station. But at the same time, it's also a game about running a gas station.
And you're like...
I do that every day. On April 29th, Bobo Bay, released on PC from New Future Kids. Bobo Bay is a pet simulation game where you collect, mash, breed. It's in parentheses. Mashing is accessorize and train little creatures to complete in races and other competitions. The Spell Brigade, released on PC and PS5 from Bolt Blaster Games. Survivors-like with online co-op for 1 to 4 players. Team up with your wizard friends to slay hordes of dark creatures, complete team-based objectives, unlock new upgrades, and create overpowered spell synergies. Friend nor foe is safe in this friendly fire bullet hell. April 30th, Bandit Trap, released on all major platforms from dev Pacomi and publisher PM Studios. Defend your home using innovative booby traps as the trapper, or team up as 3 sneaky bandits and try to escape with the loot. Invincible Versus, released on PC, Xbox, and PS5 from Quarter Up and publisher Skybound Games. Invincible Versus is a brutal superhero 3v3 tag fighting game set in the Invincible universe, where you can battle to the death as a team of fan-favorite characters in iconic locations. May 1st, Constance made its way to consoles. This is Fine Maximum Cope, released on all major platforms from developer Hero Concept and publisher Numbskull Games and Solo Game. The world-famous meme becomes a Metroidvania of mental mayhem. Play as Question Hound and explore collapsing theme parks shaped by your everyday worries. Jump, fight, and caffeinate your way through surreal worlds. Everything is fine. Probably. So, the meme, the This is Fine dog.
Okay, before we start that, I thought you were going to talk about Constance.
No.
Is that the one that was like looks like a Disney movie, right?
No, that is
okay. Never mind.
That is By Sweet Carol.
Okay,
which I want to play.
Yeah.
I haven't. That's one I haven't gotten yet because I've just not had the thought.
I thought
to.
I got mixed up.
I'm probably going to get it soon though, because I kind of want to have like a good backlog here soon for stuff.
But anyway,
so if you're online enough. Or at least we're online in like the 2010s, early 2020. Like, there was this little comic strip by KC Green where there's a dog, like it's like his house is on fire, and he goes, "This is fine," and he like drinks, everything's fine, and he's like, and his like skin's melting off.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's funnier and cartoonier than it sounds. They made a video game out of it, and I've played it for
Fear.
Looks like 57 minutes. As you see, it's short.
Yeah.
I'm like a fifth of the way through the game already. There's 5 worlds, I think, but there's still some backtracking and stuff to do. So,
this is my kind of game.
Yep, it is a Metroidvania. So you have like a whole map,
dude,
of things to go through. Your rest stops. So if anyone has played Hollow Knight, this is going to feel very similar. And has a lot of the same rules. There are rest areas, and you can fast travel. You fast travel through those rest areas, but your rest area is literally the frame from the comic strip. You sit down, everything's on fire, and as he's sitting there, he'll just drink the coffee. And you heal by drinking coffee, so your currency is coffee beans. So you'll find coffee machines to fill.
Yeah.
I'm in like a horror themed area right now. But it is all hand drawn and very well hand drawn. I remember when this was on Kickstarter, beautiful. I don't remember the Kickstarter doing well, but maybe they got enough funding to actually make the game, but not as long as they wanted it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm showing Jay
on
my TV as we're talking about this. There is fall damage. I didn't realize. Anyway, and so he doesn't talk through the game. Instead, he has these like angel and devil dog on his shoulder that talk for him. And so it says, the description says amusement park, but you are in his mind. Yeah. So these are all areas in his mind. Anyway.
This is the mood.
It's on everything.
Good.
And it's $18.99 is the price. So fairly cheap as far as like a game like this goes. That is the other game I've been playing.
Dude.
Like I said, I've only played it for a little bit because it literally came out yesterday.
Yeah.
But yeah, so anyway, it's funny. The game's funny. The first area is high school. And the name of the area, because that area was called Fear, that name of the area was Humiliation.
Humiliation.
And so,
are they all like feelings like that?
Yeah, it's Humiliation, Fear. I don't know what the other areas are, but the next area looks like it is Hospital. So
worry?
Maybe.
Or is that like
anxiety?
That one anxiety has to be. And if it's humiliation and fear, there better be some anxiety in there.
But yeah, so, and then my last release of the week is Solo Quest on PC from Soulblade Studio, Thomas J. Perry. Perea,
Perea.
and NDIO. Carve your path through hordes of enemies, defying the gods to seize the power of Morrigan, goddess of death, and retrieve the soul of your beloved. Soul Quest combines amazing gameplay with the unique Celtic mythology into one action-packed mixture. And those are my releases for this week.
Should we go to my first batch miscellaneous?
Yes.
My in the old format, posters this week, we got a poster for Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, Masters of the Universe, and Cape Fear. In trailers, we got trailers for The Back Rooms, releasing May 29th in theaters. House of the Dragon Season 3, which is the final season, releasing June 21st on HBO. Jackass Best and Last, releasing June 26th in theaters. Ted Lasso Season 4, premiering August 5th on Apple TV. One Night Only, releasing August 7th in theaters. Resident Evil, releasing September 18th in theaters. Verity, releasing October 2nd in theaters. And a teaser for Stranger Things Tales from 85 Season 2, releasing late 2026 on Netflix. In release dates, Invincible Season 5 officially releases in 2017. Terminator 2 Judgment Day 35th Anniversary re-release will be happening on May 22nd in 4 theatrical formats, original 35mm and 75mm prints, and 4K DCP and 3D DCP digital restorations. And Narnia, the Magician's Nephew, has been delayed to February 12th. This will be Greta Gerwig's Narnia film. However, it will be Netflix's first ever film to get a wide global theatrical release, including IMAX. It has a theatrical exclusivity window of over 45 days and will release on Netflix almost 2 months later on April 7th. And in castings, The White Lotus Season 4 cast Laura Dern, and Tangled, Diego Luna has been cast a live-action Tangled. He will be playing a new character created for the remake. That is all for my first batch of miscellaneous.
In my gaming news, Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced, a remaster of the original, was announced, releasing July 9th. Somehow missed that news last week, because that was announced in enough time for me to have gotten it on last week's episode. A sequel to Alien Isolation has been teased. Mm-hmm. A Star Wars content is coming to Power Wash Simulator 2 this summer. Rugrats Retro Rewind was announced. A 6-game collection of retro Rugrats games coming to PS5 and Switch. Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight has officially gone gold. Releases on the 22nd this month. It will be the 19th for anyone with the deluxe edition. Metroidvania Clockwork Ambrosia releases May 12th on PC. Battlestar Galactica Shattered Hopes has set a release date of May 11th on PC. Open world retro-style beat-em-up Knuckle Paradise has been announced, coming in 2027. Explore an abandoned amusement park and an adventure inspired by classic Hong Kong action comedies. And Sonic the Hedgehog, this is my one comic news I have this week, because it crossover with gaming.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog is crossing over with Godzilla in a comic book miniseries launching July 15th. And my one piece of Nintendo news, a new update arrived for Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, adding a new chapter to the storybook in Galaxy 2. Nice. And that is my gaming news for this week.
I have a little bit more miscellaneous. Not a lot. As we said, not a lot happened this week.
Yeah, this is going to be a short episode.
Yeah. We got new looks. We got a new clip from Swap before it releases. New images from Toy Story 5, revealing. I don't know if I said this on the last time, but Woody has a beer belly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say that in the CinemaCon? I can't remember if I did.
I can't remember if you did or not,
but new look at Jared Leto as Skeletor in Masters of the Universe. New look at Matt Damon as Odysseus in the Odyssey. With a new trailer might release Monday, the day this comes out. New look at Coyote vs. Acme, and new look at Evil Dead Burn. Got first looks at Jackass Best and Last, Stuart Failed to Save the Universe, Enola Holmes 3, One Night Only, Ted Lasso Season 4. First look at The Last House, which is a sci-fi thriller following a family that gets mysteriously trapped in their house with dwindling resources and a looming threat. First look at Fall 2. First look at Adam Scott and Robert De Niro and The Whisper Man. Thriller follows a man who turns to his father to help after his son is abducted. They soon discover a connection to an old serial killer case, The Whisper Killer. First look at the new comedy series Dad's House from Smiling Friends co-creator Michael Cusack. Series follows a boy who spends every other weekend with his dad after his parents' divorce. First look at A Freak from Resident Evil. And our first look at a new animated film starring Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Bryan Cranston, and Seth Rogen titled Tangles. Film follows an artist who returns home after Alzheimer's disease begins to erase her mother's vibrant personality. In box office, Michael opened with $217.4 million worldwide, which is the biggest opening of all time for a biopic. Project Hail Mary passed $600 million worldwide and is currently sitting at $617.8 million. This is as of Friday night. And Desert Warrior is tracking to be one of the biggest box office flops of all time. The Saudi Arabia-funded film has earned $488,000 so far on a $150 million budget. And then our box office draft updates. I currently sit at $251,427,832 with Michael, and you currently sit at $836,394,935. So I'm gaining on you a little bit, a little bit at a time. In new announcements, Sophie Thatcher, Aaron Kellyman, and Joe Alwyn have been cast in a witch thriller. Cavendish follows a young bride who teams up with a poacher after being accused of witchcraft on her wedding day and chased by a witch hunter. A Django Unchained / Legend of Zorro crossover movie is in the works. Quentin Tarantino will not direct the film, but has given Sony his blessing to develop it. Jason Statham will star in David Ayer's new film John Doe. The film follows a man with no memory, no past, and no name who soon discovers he was trained for a mission and is being hunted by the people who assigned him. Listen, Hayden and Jimmy and I are part of that group, but that synopsis could have described about 5 different current Jason Statham movies.
Yeah.
Every new one. Regardless, I will be there. A new rom-com, The Catch, starring Emma Stone and Chris Pine, will release on theaters in May 21st, 2027, directed by Dave McCrary. Vanessa Kirby and Lewis Pullman have been cast in The Spacesuit from director Kitty Green. The film follows an astronaut who must make a crucial decision after an incident with her co-pilot leaves a stain on the mission in the days leading up to liftoff. Live-action Casper the Friendly Ghost series in the works at Disney+. It will have a dark, edgy tone similar to Wednesday. Michael 2 is moving forward with meetings for the film taking place shortly. Surprise, surprise. Filming will begin this year or 2027, depending on Antoine Fuqua's schedule. A TV series adaptation of the Atomfall game is in the works. It follows a man who wakes up with no memory in the quarantine zone of England's Lake District, established after a nuclear incident. And Dylan O'Brien, Lewis Pullman, and Kai Gerber will star in a new erotic thriller titled Bulls. The film follows a man whose hookup with a married woman drags him into an intoxicating world of sex and power, as well as a collision course with her alpha male husband. In miscellaneous mentionables, 2 pieces. The original cast and directors are now executive producing the new Blair Witch reboot. They had previously called out Lionsgate for not consulting them about the reboot. And the Academy has implemented new rules, including actors can now be nominated twice in the same category for separate films at the Oscars. And AI has been banned from ever winning an Oscar, saying only roles, quote, demonstrably performed by humans with their consent can be nominated for acting Oscars. And screenplays, quote, must be human authored to qualify for a nomination, which is fantastic. Fantastic. That is all for my miscellaneous news.
My anime news, Bungo Stray Dogs 1-2 premieres in July 2026. An anime adaptation of Kagurabachi has been announced for 2027. A young boy, Chihiro, trains every day under his father to become a swordsmith. Although different in temperament, the two spend peaceful days laughing and working together. But one day tragedy strikes. Now Chihiro burns with hatred and sets out to exact revenge. Following clues left behind by the ruthless Yakuza organization, Chihiro confronts the Hishaku, a deadly group of sorcerers that may be behind his father's murder.
Yeah.
My Stepmother and Stepsisters Aren't Wicked premieres in July 2026. Season 2 of Berserk of Gluttony is in development. A new movie in the Sword Art Online series has been teased. Link Click Dongua set a release window of summer 2026 for its 3rd season. From Old Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman Season 2 premieres July 8th. And Mochimaru Sakaki's novel series, The World's Strongest Witch, is getting an anime adaptation this October. When Lorna manifests a completely useless ability, she is labeled an embarrassment to her family and kicked out of the house. With no money or food, she's about to hit rock bottom. But then she figures out how to use her supposedly worthless triple S rank skill, Internet. This cheat-level talent gives her the know-how to gather an unlimited amount of valuable items and easily acquire rare equipment. Armed with godlike knowledge, Lorna is free to do anything she wants. If only she could figure out what LMFAO means. And that is...
They read foo.
That is my news for this week. Already through my news.
Stupid joke. I have my comics news. On DC side of things, Lanterns got a new look at Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart, as well as an official release date of August 16th, premiering on HBO. My Adventure with Superman Season 3 was announced, which was first announced,
It wasn't
right?
announced. It was announced
a while
like
ago. That's
2
what I
years
thought.
ago when Season 2 was on air.
But
Years
this is
ago
the
already.
first update.
This is, the first update on it in forever.
Yeah. First poster was released, as well as a release date of June 13th on Adult Swim.
And HBO next day.
Yeah. Supergirl, new look at Supergirl and Krim. And James Gunn says that the Authority film isn't happening anytime soon, saying, quote, didn't work in terms of the larger DCU, both in terms of the story and practical concerns. Maybe someday, not soon. Which I did see someone like ask about Booster Gold and Paradise Lost.
Mm-hmm.
About updates on that because they had heard it was canceled. And he said Booster Gold is in early development.
I can't remember if he said early development. He said it was in development.
And then Paradise Lost was like
it's being fast tracked.
Fast track.
I would imagine it's being fast tracked alongside the Wonder Woman and Batman movies.
Yeah. In Marvel, Daredevil Born Again episode 7 released. Fantastic. Penultimate episode of the season. Fantastic. Oh, it was so good. Unintentional. We got a new trailer for Spider Noir, which revealed that he uses black webbing. New look at The Punisher, One Last Kill, and some Spider-Man Brand New Day reveals. Peter has a new AI assistant set titled EV, and Lego Emperor will return. And that is all for my news in terms of appearances. Coyote vs. Acme, Desert Warrior, Evil Dead Burn, Hokum, Jackass, Best and Last, Masters of the Universe, Michael, The Odyssey, One Night Only, Resident Evil, Supergirl, Toy Story 5, and Verity are all on their second episodes. Lanterns and The Punisher One Last Kill are on their third episodes. Daredevil Born Again, Project Hail Mary, and Spider Noir are on their fourth. Super Mario Galaxy movies on their fifth, and Spider-Man Brand New Day is on their seventh episode appearances. In celebrity deaths, Jerry Conway was 73, co-creator of The Punisher, Ben Reilly, Firestorm, Jason Todd, and more iconic characters, and including one of the most iconic comic stories in history, the night Gwen Stacy died. Roger Sweet was 91, creator of He-Man. Nedra Tally Ross was 80, last surviving member of the Ronettes. Dylan Carter was 24, the voice contestant. Mary Claire Costello was 90, the Waltons actress. Toni Wilson was 89, Hot Chocolate founder and You Sexy Thing co-writer. Columbo star Peter Falk's daughter, Jacqueline Falk, was 60. Controversial country singer David Allan Coe was 86. Adolfo Aristarain was 82, Argentinian director and screenwriter known for A Place in the World. Steve Maslow was 81, U.S. sound mixer behind Raiders of the Lost Ark and Speed. And Gwen Farrell Adair was 94, MASH actress and boxing referee. My sources this week were Screen Rant, Deadline, Entertainment Weekly, Hollywood Reporter, Movie Insider, The Numbers, and of course Discussing Film.
My sources this week were IGN, Discussing Film, Crunchyroll, Nintendo Everything, and the official sites and socials of these studios and projects mentioned today. And
welcome back to the pod.
Yeah.
Tier list.
So we're doing 2 tier lists this month.
Yes.
Because I had 2 ideas and I couldn't decide which one, so we're just making the mini tier lists. But the first one we're doing is Batman villains, ranked on how fast Perry the Platypus would defeat them.
Yes. Me and my 11:30 delirious mind last night creating these categories.
I said you named each tier, so instead of S through D, it's
specific ones.
Yeah.
I did pick 20, so we're going to do 10 this week and 10 next week. The first category is the S tier. All it takes is a gurgle to defeat him. The second tier is with the slap of his platypus tail and a tip of the fedora. The third is this will definitely require some paperwork, and in parentheses, annoyed gurgle. The fourth is Major Monogram really should have called in backup. And the last is issue an evacuation for the tri-state area. This is going to get messy.
Okay.
So our first one up is Bane.
Bane.
Yes. There's a mix of, you told me don't afraid to get.
Yeah, don't be afraid to get a little obscure with it.
And so,
or by what you mean, not just the mainstream people that are in the same,
I'd say there's like 7 or 8 of these.
Yeah.
Are like obscure-ish. Bane.
So
I need to watch more Phineas and Ferb.
The thing with Perry is he's small. So Bane, even if he gets bigger, once he's bigger and like all beefed up, he then has an even smaller target comparatively.
Exactly.
To try to punch for.
And Agent P is a lot quicker.
Yes.
Yeah.
The question is though, are we going with like just, I'm going to smash you, Bane? Or are we going with like Tactician Bane where he's like, I already know where you live.
Yeah.
So.
He knows his secret identity.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. What's the most like standard?
the most standard
Smashing.
Bane. He's super smart, but he's still going to choose to like
smash.
He's like, criminal mastermind. But
yeah.
So
I don't know, because how does Agent P usually fare against big?
He usually ends up being able to like find something, like swing into him, knock him over, or he gets in like a mech suit or something himself. And so like he's resourceful.
And if he has like the tubes, I feel like he can just real quick like scurry and
undo the tubes.
The tubes. Yeah.
So I feel like he'd
I'm definitely not thinking S tier.
No, not S tier. It's going to take a bit for him to go down, especially if he does decide to like go towards the Flynn Fletcher house, and then Perry's having to like also prevent him from going there.
Yeah.
Then
it'll be. I'm thinking this leads me towards B tier.
B tier, like what?
It will definitely require some paperwork.
Yes, I feel like
If anything that is like too challenging will be like backup. Anything is like there's going to be some damage.
Yeah.
You think B?
I think B. B for Bane.
B for Bane. Next up is Clayface.
Ooh.
What's his face?
Right. Either Matt Hagen or Basil Carlo.
I think this one. Well, either one.
So former actor turned monster.
Here's the thing.
And here's the thing. Are we adapting Perry to the DC universe, or are we adapting them to the Phineas and Ferb universe?
I think either way.
Because
then I feel like if we're adapting the Phineas and Ferb, we'll get more like Harley Quinn show.
Yeah.
Level of
versions
characters.
of them, or like even if they're, they're still intimidating. We know how Perry did versus the Marvel villains.
Yeah.
So.
And also Bane is like more of like a person, whereas Clayface.
Yeah, Clayface, he's able to take the form.
Yeah,
but
he can also like remold.
Yeah, so I feel like
Agent P is also really smart.
Yes, he would end up freezing him somehow. Doofenshmirtz is teamed up with Clayface or something.
Yeah.
He's made like in this universe, Doofenshmirtz accidentally created Clayface by making like the make my face what I want to look like in an Nader, and then accidentally blasts someone else with it.
Exactly. This actor. So in my mind, the top ones were like, there's no problem they're going to do. And the second one was like, it's going to be a little fight. This, when you genuinely start to worry about it, is going to be like B tier. Mm-hmm. I think Clayface is like B or C.
B or C of like,
because it's going to be like
it's going to be an issue. And then somehow Phineas and Ferb's freezer invention or something they did that like just goes by and freezes them in place or something. And like if we want to adapt each other's worlds to each other, then I feel like meeting in the middle and making him like a C tier. Like it's going to be like a whole episode. You probably have to call in. The fight is.
That's what I was thinking.
The fight is going to be the whole episode.
Yeah. C tier.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you have to get more than just Agent P involved, that's automatically C.
Yeah, he's going to have to call for some backup.
Next up,
or at least get his equipment out of the
Condiment King.
Condiment King.
Whenever you said Phineas and Ferb, I'm like, I'm going to include Condiment King.
Absolute S tier.
Yeah, S tier. That is 100%. Just goofy.
That is, and the thing is, if he wasn't already a character, that is something that Phineas and Ferb would like. That is like a character that that show would have come up with.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, we have to do.
Like he's like, I'm here to rob this bank with this. Poof, just immediately and just like punched in the face and he's down.
Yeah, he gets destroyed like horseradish or something.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Doofenshmirtz probably made some kind of similar equipment.
Yeah.
And Perry the Platypus like throws something at it.
He's
and
like, this again.
And it lodges it and it just explodes. And
exactly. Next up is Dr. Death.
Dr. Death. I'm going to have to remember who he is.
Yes.
On. You picked. I
was hoping I'd get one of them where I'm like, I
know who he is by name.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about him to.
There's like 3 or 4 of these where I'm like, I don't know this person.
He is the first traditional supervillain encountered by Batman because he first appeared in 19. He's older than the Joker. First appeared in 1939 in Detective Comics number 29. Rather, because Joker and Catwoman both appeared in Batman's first own comic book in issue number 1. Let's see abilities. He has chemical and biological weapons.
Is he like person or is he like Clayface? Because this picture is like a monstrosity.
Oh, I kind of think both. I think over time he's like turned himself into something. He develops a lethal pollen extract and uses the poison to extort money from wealthy people. So
Okay.
he's a chemical
Scientist.
terrorist.
Okay.
In the modern age, a producer of biological weapons, often selling them on the black market for other people. So
Was this the one from the Wonder Woman movie?
that is Dr. Poison.
Okay.
Dr. Death has only ever appeared in Scribblenauts. He has not appeared outside of comics.
Wow.
Scribblenauts, and here's the thing: if Scribblenauts is your one appearance, you are too obscure because Scribblenauts got really obscure with what you could summon in that game. So I'm going to say if he's just making chemical stuff,
I'm going to say A. Because he's not just like immediately packed up like Condiment King is. Next up is Firefly.
Firefly. I feel like we're leaning towards.
I'm thinking A.
You're thinking
area.
A.
Where were you thinking?
He's a pyromaniac. He can fly, so he's going to be like a moving target, setting fire to the things. I feel like we're leaning towards A, B.
A and B, like the in between.
The damage caused by the fire might cause some paperwork kind of thing, you know.
So like above Bane.
I feel like it'd be faster than Bane. Yeah, definitely.
Above Bane, easier than Bane. Okay, next up is Gentleman Ghost.
Gentleman Ghost.
Again, I know the name. I don't know much about him.
So Gentleman Ghost he's an actual ghost.
Has Perry fought an actual ghost before?
No.
That is surprising, honestly.
I don't believe so. So his abilities, flight, invisibility, intangibility, death touch, supernatural senses, phantasm manipulation, teleportation. We might lean into D. We're not evacuating town. I don't think.
Low C.
It's going to be like a low C. Like it's going to take.
I said D. I meant C.
He's going to have to call in some favors.
Yeah, if he like doesn't have any experience with anything like that,
Doofenshmirtz is going to have to make like an Alivenator or something.
Yeah. Alivenator 4000. Great White Shark.
Great White Shark. We got another Bane scenario. We got a big, big character. If it's the one I'm thinking of, he's the one.
He's in a prison.
Yeah, he's the one from you unlock his bio in Arkham, so I know what he looks like. No, so he's not big. I was thinking of Orca.
Yeah.
I feel like he's just kind of a normal. He doesn't have super strength. He's just a gangster with.
So S.
Not S.
A.
Maybe A because he's got A or S wherever you feel.
I think if it's like a general human. I'm gonna say above Dr. Death.
Yeah.
But I feel like S is gonna be like silly, which I don't have a lot on here. But if it's just like a regular human with like guns and stuff, kind of like Black Mask, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't mean regular. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's gonna be like A area where he's gonna get some punches in for sure, but he's not gonna have to worry about it.
Yes.
Too much. Next up is Joker. D.
Why do I feel like he's a C tier?
Not evacuate the city?
Like, if it's not evacuate the city, because I feel like this is, if we're meeting in the middle, we don't have murder Joker here. We have laughing gas Joker.
Like we have Jack Nicholson kind of Joker.
Yeah, which may mean evacuate the city for the means of the plot, but like how fast he's going to be taken down.
Yeah.
You know, he's got his gimmicks that Perry is immediately going to be able to use against him.
Yeah. But he's enough of like a psychopath.
But he's enough of a psychopath to be like a bigger problem than
just like a regular
fight. So
you're thinking C?
I'm thinking up there with Bane and
Bane. So B?
Or not. I'm thinking somewhere with Clayface. Sorry.
Before Clayface?
I feel like he'd take him out faster than Clayface.
So before Clayface?
Yeah.
2 more.
Alrighty.
KG Beast.
KG Beast. I'm gonna look that one up.
Yes.
Remember, once again, another character I know the name of.
Yeah.
But I need to see what his powers are.
Is he just a guy with guns?
He's cybernetic augmentations.
Oh, okay.
So he has enhanced strength, speed, stamina, agility. He is an expert martial artist, weapon proficiency, explosives expert. So I feel like
I'm thinking low A. I'm thinking same area as like Firefly.
Low A.
Should we go above Firefly B or below Dr. Death's A?
Above Firefly B.
Because I mean, he's cybernetically enhanced, so that just makes he's not like a regular human. Above Firefly, and then our last one for this week, Killer Croc.
Killer Croc.
It's gonna be at least B.
At least the same level as Bane, if not a little.
Because he can't just undo the tubes.
Yeah.
Like Bane. I'm thinking C.
C.
At the very most.
C at most.
Because he's big.
Yeah, he's big, but he's not D tier. He's not evacuate the city bad.
Yeah. Below Clayface? Above Clayface.
How fast would he? I mean, he has a lot of stamina. He's huge.
But he can't like remold like Clayface does.
Yeah, so yeah.
Above Clayface?
Mm-hmm. Above Clayface.
Between Clayface and Joker.
Yep.
So that is our 10 for this week. All it takes is a gurgle. Condiment King is going to be out of there. He's going to hear him gurgle and then run.
Yep.
With a slap of his platypus tail and a tip of the fedora, you have Great White Shark and Dr. Death. This will definitely require some paperwork. In parentheses, Annoyed Gurgle is going to be KG Beast, Firefly, and Bane. And Major Monogram really should have called him back up for Joker, Killer Croc, Clayface, and Gentleman Ghost. And I'm so excited for you to see the next one. A lot of the next 5 are like standard, but then there's like 2 or 3 where I'm like, I don't know this one.
Yeah.
And the other one, like I said, is underrated in my opinion. But that is all.
Yeah. Short episode, but we hope you enjoyed us being back weekly so far.
We need to post this one because I keep forgetting to.
Oh yeah, we were hoping we need to set a reminder on one of our phones to
be like
to go on. Anyway, so be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all those interactive things. Be sure to follow the podcast on most social medias at Mondays for Nerds. Follow me on most social medias at SirStumpsalot or SirStumpsalot17.
Follow me at Poe the Panda 001 or Chris M Pratt Fan.
And on that note, I think we will see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.